So today we're creating our own solar system. We're going to start with a black sheet of paper. We're also going to start with 3 separate containers. These are going to be our sizes, okay, for our planets. I wouldn't use this one because the ends are not perfectly round. So we're going to start, you can start with a big one or a small one, doesn't really matter. It's up to you. You're not going to be able to see the lines on the paper. It's just going to be nice and soft, just so you can see it. I'm going to draw a couple more circles, okay? But then I'm also going to save room for some stars and maybe the Milky Way, okay? And maybe something else. So I have 3 planets. I'm about to have 3 planets drawn, and now I'm going to start shading them in. So what we try and do is we try and use the rainbow scale. So we start with red, orange, yellow, then we go to light green, dark green, blue. You can go to light blue, then to purple, then to pink. So I tell you this because that's the way you're going to use your supplies, okay? So we're gonna start with these 3 colors. I'm gonna start with a yellow. So I'm gonna do yellow in the middle. Okay, you don't have to do it exactly this way. You can do it, start with the darkest colors. It doesn't really matter. It's up to you, as long as they're in order. So we start with yellow, then we're gonna go around our yellow with orange, and we're gonna start to try and blend our colors in. And if you're not getting the blending that you like, you can always come back with the yellow and draw on top of, which will soften up your lines and then blend a little bit more, okay? Now, once you have that done, the next color would be your red. Okay, it doesn't matter if you go, we're still in the lines that I drew. You can start with your red and you can start coloring in and start blending in. So this planet really kind of looks a little bit like the sun or like Mars, but since we're creating our own, it doesn't have to look exactly like anything, okay? So we're gonna keep going around, and that's our first planet. We have it mixed, okay? Now the next planet, I'm gonna use a couple different colors, but they're all gonna be next to each other on the color wheel, okay? So we're gonna start with our lightest color, okay? And it's kind of the same thing that I did before. Okay, and I'm going to start mixing. And this starts to blend pretty well. Remember, you can always go back and bring up the color. Okay, and then it starts to blend, and then the brown. So now that I've done that, I'm going to, I did a couple different planets for you. So now with my cool colors, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make a comet. So I'm going to start with the white. The way you make the comet is you start with an arrow. You can make it a little darker if you want to. Then you're going to make the arrow, the line, okay? Once you have that, you're going to come back in with your light blue. And you're going to stretch it out a little bit, and then your dark blue, or your purple, sorry. Okay? And that's gonna kind of give you what you need to have the comet. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of blend it in with my finger. And like with art, we're never really done the first time around. So if you are not too happy with it, you can come back in and color over it. Okay? And it's gonna give you a nicer look every single time that you do it, and you keep on blending and blending, okay? You can also take the white and color back in on it, okay? Or you can take the blue and just color in, or your purple and color in like what would be at the end of the rainbow, okay? The end of the arc, okay? So now what we're gonna do, I dropped my color, we're going to make the Milky Way. So the Milky Way starts off with a spiral, okay? And once you have that spiral, you can go with a couple darker colors. So you can use your blues and your purples to kind of go around. And this is all going to be blended anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, just kind of rough lines. Now we're going to blend it all together. Add more color. Blend it again. You can add more color. Okay, when you're happy with it, then you can start adding some stars around. The way you add stars is you're not going to go and make a noise to start dotting on your paper. You're going to neatly go around and twist the color pens, the oil pastel, okay? And that's the way it's going to make a beautiful, beautiful stars around. Also, when you think you're about done, you can do some more stars on the rest of your paper. You can also add another planet. It's really up to you how many you have, but I would like for you to have at least 5. Okay?